got a deal. Okay. Sorry about that. I can't do it. I should have tried.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Little Theater. Welcome to Playwrights. My name is Henry Metternock. I am, of course, not Anna Brown. I am a student producer here. I really want to thank everyone. Henry! Thank Brown for giving me the opportunity to do the speech. I've always wanted to do it, so I really appreciate being here. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I did want to say that when I was an actor during my freshman year, I did Playwrights as my first show, and I really enjoyed the experience. I have seen a little bit of all of these shows, and I'm sure you're really going to enjoy them. So again, thank you. I really hope you enjoy everything that you see here. I want to welcome back any alumni that might be in the audience. So, Theater Inc. is a self-sustainable network. What does that really mean? So, there are three ways that we mainly generate a profit. The first one is you guys, which I want to give a round of applause to all of you. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate you all being here. The second one is any donations that we get from parents, any of you, I appreciate that as well. But the third, the most important one, what Brown would typically call the game changers, of course, are the sponsors. All the sponsors that come, our lead sponsors. We really appreciate those. I don't think there are any of us here, but please look at the playbill, look at everything, and stop by something and tell them that Theater Inc. sent you, because we really appreciate all their help. Don't miss our shows next year. There's Sense and Sensibility, Amelie, and of course Froshcap, something that happens every year. I really apologize if I'm forgetting anything. As you can probably tell, I'm very nervous. I really appreciate it.
You're doing great.
I just want to thank you once again, and I want to introduce our amazing coordinators, amazing people, Julia Bartokuz and Maya Bacon.
I'm Julia.
I'm Maya.
And we're the coordinators for the 18th Annual Playwrights Festival. Thank you all for being here. We've been working on this process for 9 months, so we're so excited to share it all with you tonight.
And after the show tonight, there's going to be a talk back, so if you're planning on waiting for actors to come out after they get out of costume anyway, you may as well stay and ask our writers, directors, and designers some questions.
So this is a very, very special year for Playwrights because she's turning 18 this year, which means she's a legal adult. And it's her birthday.
So if you guys would like to join us in singing Happy Birthday to Playwrights, we're going to do that right now. Okay, ready? 1, 2, go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Playwrights. Happy birthday to you.
Enjoy the show!
A painter, enjoying the morning with a simple act of expression. Unknown to you, however, is that the risk associated with this simple act is astronomical. Not only for our hero, but for the kingdom at large. Because every day their hero dreams of freedom for the world around them, another goes by with the laws being reinforced like steel. An escape must be found soon, as every day that passes brings with it yet another voice left unheard, another step taken away from a dawn of creativity and towards a world where such creativity is stagnant, stuck in a perpetual twilight.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were in here, cousin. It was an accident. I'm sorry.
What's going on? What are you doing here?
My dad told me to come down here and clean out the spare room in the prison. What are you doing here? And what is that?
It's nothing. It's nothing. You should go. I'll clean up here.
Is that, have you been, you've been painting with color. You know we can't do that ever since, well,
No. I have not.
so do you want me to
Okay,
try and,
listen. You are not going to say a word about this to anyone. Not to your parents, and certainly not to mine. You are going to walk right out that door and stay out. I'll clean up here, and we will not discuss this. You know what will happen to me otherwise.
okay, I'm sorry. You know, I think it looks pretty,
Please, look, you know your dad would do if he heard you say that.
but I think maybe he'll listen to you. What if we
No.
tried?
We are not going to talk about this again. You hear me? Never.
My dad wants you to submit a painting to the Royal Gallery.
I don't have anything to use. Nothing that would be of interest to them.
Then use this one. I like it. It's powerful. It could really have an impact, you know?
It looks so bland without the color.
I think it could still look nice.
What do you know, kid? Go clean your room or whatever.
And I'm next in line for the throne, so stop ordering me around.
How many times have we had to go over this? Until you're of age, I'm the one in charge here, all right? It's been that way since you were born. You know, acting prince and all that.
Still, nothing has changed.
Excuse me?
It's not like you said anything about the color.
Damn it, look, kid, you know I never had a choice.
Tell that to the people of the towns around us. You know what they've been through. My friends are scared every day. They have big dreams just like you. But all it takes is one guard to hear some of the things that they say, and they could be imprisoned, or worse, they could be...
What are you doing here?
I told you, I needed to clean this room out. They needed to use it for a prisoner.
You are not to say a word of our conversation to anyone. We will be on our way. Good day.
Wait, you're just gonna leave like that? Don't you remember who I am?
No. Come on, cousin. We need to go before my dad finds you here.
Of course I remember who you are, but I'm not going to acknowledge someone like you. Someone who tried to overthrow my uncle, and who now has the nerve to show up here.
What are you talking about?
I never chose to be here. You imprisoned me and my father. We were just trying to live and be at peace.
You never wanted peace, and you know it. You put out blasphemous drawings. You tried to incite a rebellion.
Oh, I remember this. My dad told me about this. You were making posters to try and form a group of rebels.
Well, then he must have told you wrong, because we never tried to start a rebellion.
Your dad was a lord. He was trying to seize power.
I'm starting to think that would have been a good idea.
Will you just be quiet? I can have you executed whenever I want. You're a prisoner now. I expect you to act like...
Please don't execute him. That's cruel.
What do you know about it?
Why don't you have me executed then? I know you won't. You and your whole family are just scared. The people loved us. You know that they wouldn't stand for it.
Let the prisoner go free. This must have been a big misunderstanding.
Believe me, kid. I know your position. You're never going to convince him.
There is no discussion to be had. I report to your father. He has made his decision.
Then convince him otherwise. My dad would surely listen.
There's no use, kid. Your cousin is too much of a coward.
You have no right to talk to us this way. After what your family did to our king, they have banned colors because of your uprising. I am forced to hide away the one thing that brings me peace.
I'm sorry, what?
No, it's not.
Whoa. Calm down. Maybe this is a good thing. You should just try to understand how they see this whole
I should
situation.
understand. I understand more than you could possibly dream of. Every day I have to understand understand. I can't even express myself, and yet I have to make my family understand. He's a hero. I didn't ask for this.
And I did. My family is good. To help people find who they are. We all know you need a little more of that.
Regardless, let's just tell this to your dad. Or even better, let's paint your story. Submit it to be hung up in the throne room. The messengers delivering the papers would love that. The people would know they had someone.
I could win. You can't understand. I can't imagine what would happen.
If you can't save yourself, at least there's a chance for me. And maybe even that kid, if you're lucky. Just make something up. Tell them I'm innocent. He can pardon me. No questions asked. Then, who knows? Maybe you're next?
You really don't understand. Don't you know what the price would be? There is nothing I want more than to break free from the chains that bind me to this castle, to this kingdom.
Then why don't you? You would be so much happier.
What would the kingdom think if someone like me was caught doing something like that? Think of what the punishment would be. I either hide here in the starving villages or in a rotting jail cell. There's no other option.
We already are in a rotting jail cell.
You know it.
Trust me. I understand. Had to make the same decisions. Father was a lord. Had to make the hardest decision I will ever make in my entire life. Trying to get those artists together. It was scary going behind my father's back. I can't remember a day when artists were loved, especially after your uncle took over.
Then why are you giving me such a hard time about this?
Because you have the power to change all that. More than you or my dad ever did. Don't you understand the sway you have? There are countless people suffering every day.
Well, maybe I'm not doing anything about this, but you sure can't either.
Oh, really? Look, I have all the proof I need to turn you into your dear old uncle. So how about you get the king to pardon us, or we turn you in?
No. Please, you have to understand, I really am sorry about you being imprisoned, but I
This
can't
is
just...
about a lot more than being in prison. This is about the countless others that feel trapped under the king's rule. If you could only just
I found so
understand-
many of these old drawings in your room.
Okay, wait for me back there. I have to finish
There
the
was
things.
also this little bag. They had pretty colors in them, but it looks like you made them when you were little. I love the colors, though. I wish we could still use colors like these. It looks so nice.
You've been using these colors since you were a kid?
Yeah. I loved the way they looked. I used them every day, even as I got older. Even after the ban, I just couldn't help myself. I couldn't imagine stopping. But now, I just can't imagine trying to get the king to understand.
Then how do you not understand?
I'm sorry.
Do you really think you're the only one who had to hide? You need to stand up for them.
And if I get caught, how many times do we have to go over this?
If you don't want to help, just say that.
I do. It's just so hard. I don't have a choice.
You always have a choice. You're one of the most powerful people in the world, and you're too scared to use it for good. You're rich. You're the acting prince. Your uncle is the king. If you won't stand up for them, then who will?
The way I see it is I side with you, and I am caught by the kingdom, and am imprisoned or worse. I side with my dad, and injustice just continues. The best I can do is just stay in the middle. Uncommitted, no one gets upset.
But then nothing changes.
How about this? Submit another painting for the people. Tell them to meet everyone interested in trying to get color back. You can help rally the people.
You know what? This is all outrageous. There's no point in this anymore.
Yeah? When will you realize that anything you don't do, I'll do? When it's my turn. I don't want to, but if I have to wait, I will. want to be the prince that stood by while the kingdom suffered, just to have their younger cousin step in to fix it right after. You can't keep living in the shadows like this. You need to stand up for them.
Why do you even care so much about this? Just leave me be, please.
You know that I can't. Every day, I think about the kingdom I want to inherit, about what kind of ruler I want to be. Every day, I wonder what all of this could be like. If someone just stood up, and that someone could be you. I care about you. And I can't keep living like this, knowing that my favorite person in the world is suffering because they can't stand up for themselves.
I'll do it.
You will?
You're right. I'm not sure what will happen. It's scary. But at least I'll know I did the right thing. For the kingdom and for myself. I can't let anyone else know this pain of hiding.
I know it feels scary, but you won't do this alone.
Someday, you'll have the entire kingdom on your side. Just you wait.
You're right. This will just be the start.
This will just be the start.
In the end, the choice is whether to stand up for anything. For your kingdom, for your family, or for yourself. Would you condemn them all to a fate unknown? One thing is certain, however, that for as long as we remain silent, we will be stuck in a temporary gray where no one is seen and nothing is heard. No, not as some temporary dusk, but as a perpetual twilight.
Sammy? Sam, hello.
What work of the devil is this?
Funny how you think I would end up with the devil.
How are you here?
You look tired, Sammy.
Are you
God brought me here. Or something like him. This ain't no sin.
No, you're right. God brought you here, did he?
Mm-hmm. He likes to give and take.
He sure does like to take. Lucille, did he really bring you here?
I'd like to talk about something else, if that's all right with you. Samuel, your shirt's all went wrong and it stinks like heavens in here. Did you forget to put the vegetables back in the icebox again?
Oh, I'm saving for a refrigerator.
Oh, really? Did you get the job?
Yet.
Is it everything you wanted?
It's very nice. I like it.
I'm glad. I like seeing you happy.
I know. And I like seeing you.
Let's sit down. How about that? What's that? Is it for the job?
No. It's not for the job.
All right.
Oh, God.
What's wrong?
I just remember when we were wild kitties and we thought the whole world was gonna end. Do you remember that? We were such bad influences on you. Remember how you used to sneak gin right from out under your mama's nose and go with us to Old Man Rudd's woods?
I remember. Dickie could never hold his drink, could he? He used to puke into the creeks every other night, and
I do. Listen, I'll tell you what the book is. I write in it.
Right.
Don't be like that. I write down the things I would tell you. The things I would say.
Oh, darling.
Say, didn't I tell you, Dickie and Meg, they called off their wedding?
What? Oh, no. Sammy, was it because I...
No. I don't know. In all honesty, she just got cold feet. Dickie's, he's inconsolable. He's been drinking like a fish. He nearly threw up on my feet the other night, just like we were kids again.
Have you been with him?
Every night.
Oh, Sammy, you know what the drinks do to you.
Don't talk to me like this in my house. You're no mother to me.
I'm a wife to you, in sickness and health, right?
I wrote about Dickie and Meg in the notebook, so that I'd remember to tell you.
Did it make you feel better?
Yeah, I think it helped.
Really?
What?
Just... I don't know.
Lucille, I'm doing fine. Don't worry about me, darling.
Really? Did they still have the engagement party though? Oh, was it wonderful? I heard they were gonna make a cake as tall as Dickie.
Party was canceled.
Oh, they still got the quilt?
Yeah, I still gave them that lovely quilt.
And Dickie knows he has all my love, yes? And Meg?
I know that you love them.
Do you?
Do I know that you love them?
No. Do you know that I love you?
Of course I know you love me, silly girl.
I still can't believe they called up the wedding. Why, I thought Dickie and Meg would be together forever. I thought we'd have dozens of mini Richards and Megans tussling with our little ones in the law before long. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh God, I'm near hysterical. I haven't the foggiest clue. I'm so out of sorts.
You liked to have your things in order.
Perhaps, yes. Perhaps that's all I ever wanted.
To be in order.
To have my things in order before I'm gone.
You were supposed to be with me forever.
Sammy!
I never knew how to cook or clean, and I don't have a dime to hire a maid. Look at the state of this place. I knew you were lying since we were 15, and you bought me this cheap chain. I'll never forget it. My uncle, he goes to heaven in Normandy, and this baby cheek girl buys me this necklace because they blew up this dog Tex with him. I should have known to count my blessing. Nothing lasts.
You have lasted. You're here.
Why do we say till death do us part? I haven't parted from you.
You will one day.
I won't, and you know that I won't. You're my wife, my girl.
You can move on.
I don't like this one bit.
Don't like what? Listen, Sammy, you can do this. You have this wonderful new job, and Dickie, and look, you've nearly got a refrigerator. You can't be happy. You said you were happy.
I can't stand getting up in the morning and putting on this greasy suit and combing my hair with this stinky pomade just to go to watch a bunch of good men break their backs in the steel bed. I can't keep on like this. It's not working.
But isn't the journal helping?
I don't know. I don't know. Look at you. Sometimes I just picture your face in my head just to see if I can. I never seem to put that mole under your right eye in the right spot, but there it is.
Toss that journal. It's useless if it can't make you feel better.
Or maybe I will. I've been reading your journals too. I had no idea you were pressing my flowers between the pages.
That's what you do when you go in love, Samuel.
You've got years of flowers pressed between them since we were kids. And you You said to them that you hoped to die with me, peacefully. You said you wanted our children, the two little boys and the little girl we were going to have. You said you wanted them to go together to lay us to rest by the creek where Dickie used to spew up all of his dinner, all the way back in Georgia.
And I'm on ice in the morgue.
I can't take it.
You'll be all right.
I can't take you on that train. I can't save my money to go bury my wife in the mud by the creek with the worms and Dickie's vomit and just go home like it's nothing. I can't leave you there.
You have to be here. I have to be there.
It'll take half the money I need for the refrigerator.
Were you really going to buy one? You should get a maid.
I should learn to clean up after myself.
No, really. Hire yourself a nice girl. What kind of wife would I be if I leave my husband all alone in this dirty house?
A good one. One who listens to her husband.
All right.
That's my girl.
I still can't believe you and Vicky are both bachelors now. The respectful women of Philadelphia had better watch their skirts.
Did you know it was a kid in that automobile?
What?
Don't you remember it? We were leaving Garrett's store with that carton of gelatin and that big box of strawberries, but it was dark. So I guess some kid thought to get behind the wheel of his daddy's Ford with a bunch of girls in the back seat. And
Are they all right?
not a scratch. One of them was Paul's girl. You'll remember. He said she wasn't hurt, but she hasn't been the same since.
Poor girl.
If you ask me, she reaps what she sows, going around with crazy boys like her daddy never taught her any manners.
I ran around with you crazy boys all the time, didn't I? We used to neck behind the trees and leave Dickie all alone guarding the bottles from the coyotes.
No, but you were different. I was fixing to marry you from the beginning.
Who says he isn't?
All right, what's got you so riled up?
I want my life back.
God gives and he takes.
And he takes.
I did buy that train ticket. And I was fixing to leave tomorrow. That's why you're here, isn't it?
I suppose so.
I'll do it. I'll lay you to rest.
You will. And you'll stop picturing my face and go twirl with younger girls in the bar and get drunk with Dickie.
I won't get drunk with Dickie, I promise.
And you'll move on. You will.
Baby, that'll happen when it happens.
I want you to be happy. I don't want to be a bad wife.
You have to be strong.
So do you, but you've never had trouble with that.
I've always had you by my side.
Will you promise me something?
Promise you what?
Well, I'm going soon, and I think this time I might stay gone. So, will you please button up that shirt and clean my kitchen? It won't fix anything, I know that, but I gotta know they're gonna try.
Can't you just stay a little bit longer? Let me look at you, let me hold your hand.
Just promise me, please, that you'll try.
I will. And what about you? What do you need?
What every good woman needs. A little bit of love.
One last flower for my girl.
You're sweet. Well then. One last gift for my love. Farewell, Sam.
Goodbye, Lucy.
I was buried up ended things because the other girl said it was all casual anyway.
What?
That's the thing about situationships. You can never trust them. Anyway, the other girl took 2 days before she got caught behind the school in the bushes with Jordan's brother.
What, Will?
And they're still together.
Whoa, Sylvia, where did you come up with these stories?
Far out. I'm totally vibing with your story, man.
Oh, I don't. I just walk around in town to see if I can pick any info up. You guys should come with me. It's exhilarating.
Nah, groovy, dude.
It should be fine, right? I'm pretty sure no one sees me.
Wait, what? You've been going to town? Why would you do that? What's wrong with you?
Why wouldn't I? It's not like anything bad's gonna happen. People don't even notice I'm different. Mostly. Come on, really? Is this what you're gonna argue about today? You can't tell me you've never gone to the town.
Hey, man, I'm all about that cosmic humanity vibe, but, like, still a bummer idea, you know?
It's irresponsible is what it is. Downright irresponsible. We told you to be careful around humans. We told you not to leave the clearing.
But I never spoke to them. Alright, I'm sorry, I didn't know. But hey, I've never been caught. I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You just casually put us all in jeopardy. Just risked everything we've built. Everything's just peachy.
Are you actually being for real right now? I just said I didn't know. No one ever told me.
It's meant to be more of a common sense thing. Basic knowledge. I've told you to be careful a million times.
No, you haven't. I just said I didn't know.
Hey, chill out. Sylvia, you learned your lesson. Alice, say you're sorry.
I'm sorry?
Thank you. Now can we all move on?
Are you seriously siding with her? How would it look if she got us back? Hey, stop that.
You're totally copping out on us, man. You promised to be chill. But hey, you're safe and that's what counts. Now if we all just mellow out and maybe steer clear of those rays.
I've been mellow, girl. I know Alice is just insecure about the amount of control she has over me, and she's projecting it onto us because...
Don't talk about me like I'm not here. Sorry, I don't want to have to wait for your arm to grow back when it gets burnt off.
Can we please move back? Did you have to bring that up?
What? Losing a limb? We're dead. There's not much holding us together.
It's a reminder.
Are you serious? What the hell was that, Shutter?
Alice, stop!
Sylvia, what is going on? You're not your usual groovy self.
Why are you asking me? Ask Alice. She's the one who's being an ass.
Okay, fine. Let's just all take a pause, okay? Take a break, get in the shade. We're all tired.
Don't get why she's so angry.
You don't get it? You don't understand why I don't want you to go out and risk our whole existence? Fine. Go ahead. Go out and pretend that you can pull off the human look and that everyone believes you. I'm done.
Maybe I will. It'll be nice to not have you leeching off of me all the time, you parasite.
Whoa, Sylvia. That was a new low. I would say it's surprising, but you do have a habit of making things worse.
Not everyone loves being made rot, Alice. This isn't even your problem.
Grow up. Believe it or not, your actions have effect on others. The world doesn't revolve around you.
Really? I was sure it did.
You know, there's a reason there are no other zombies around. There's a reason I'm the only vampire here. It's because they were stupid enough to mess with the town and it came back to bite them. You want that to happen to you?
That's enough. This conversation is over until you can both chill out.
I'm gonna go for a walk before Alice tweaks out on me any more than she already has. I'll be back.
Wait, tweaks out? What does that even mean?
Sylvia! Alice, what is your deal, man? There was no reason to escalate this far.
What's your deal, man? You're backstabbing me left and right. Some best friends you are.
I'm not picking a side, Alice. Let's just let it flow and vibe on what really matters, man. Focus on the important part. Sylvia is out there and the sun is rising.
This is important. Can't you at least act like you care?
She's not
Esther, did you see the way that she talked to us? She can't do that. This is a matter of personal boundaries, and I would rather die again than have to spend time with an inconsiderate brat like her.
Oh, get off it, Alice. I'm sorry. Do you know how hard it is living in fear that one of you will freak out and start yelling over nothing? That I'll leave and come back to an empty clearing? What happens if I disappear? get in a fight and I'm not there to pick up the pieces. I won't keep doing this forever, Alice. I can't keep doing this forever.
Oh,
Oh? Is that it? No apology? No promise to change? That's why Sylvia's always mad at you, man. Because maybe she does hate herself. And maybe it's dangerous what she does, but at least she's not so narcissistic that she can't even fathom the idea of someone having a difference of opinion.
I'm sorry. I really am. I had no idea you felt that way.
If you would shut up and listen for a change, you would. I'm sorry for yelling.
I'm gonna go look for Sylvia. Stay here.
Are you sure? I don't want you coming back hurt.
I'm sure. You're right. It's not safe for her out there with the sun coming up.
Damn. You're right. Maybe I should split and look for her too.
No, stay here. This is something I have to do. Time to clean up her mess. Again.
Alice, stop. Let her work it through. She was upset.
What she did was throw a tantrum. She's dead. It's time that she accepts it. If she can't do that, she can't stay with us anymore.
Hey, chill out, man. Don't flip your wig, all right? Stay out of the sun, please.
I know. Sylvia! Sylvia, where are you?
Hey,
Oh my God! Alice! Alice, she's back.
can I sit?
I don't know, Sylvia. Just feeling a bit bummed out at the moment. You dig?
Sylvia, the sun's coming up. Where are you?
I'm sorry you got to see that.
It's fine. I see it all the time from you two.
No, it's not. I'm sorry I attacked you when you were just trying to help me.
Everyone has their moments when they struggle. But you have to be in control of yourself, both of you. Did you even notice the sun rising? No. You didn't. You could have been really hurt, Sylvia.
I know. I'm sorry. To be honest, Alice was right.
About what?
I do find it gross if I'm dead. I mean, look at me. I'm hideous. I'm turning green. I can't even be in the freaking sun without dying.
I know it's the worst feeling ever.
Can I tell you a story?
Sure.
First time I went to a town, I didn't actually go to this one. I went to mine. My town with my friends and everything I'd ever known. The gossip was phenomenal. But someone caught me.
I'm sorry. Were they your folks?
It was my mother. She told the whole town that the devil was haunting her. And they chased me out. Jordan and Will and everyone else go to another school, the same one that Mikey got expelled from when he set the chem lab on fire. But it's not mine. I just wish I could forget about this. That I could open my eyes and be with my family and my friends. That my skin would be human again and I could go in the sun and not smell like rot or burnt to death. That my mother could look at me without screaming. It was so loud, I've never seen her so scared. Never been so scared. I can never forget that feeling. Didn't Alice feel that way too?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Are you okay? You were just screaming at me like 10 minutes ago.
I thought you'd gone into the sun. I figured you were a pile of ashes by now.
Then why would it matter to you? Oh, right, self-esteem?
Can we please not fight over this?
We don't fight. That much.
You'd be surprised.
Sylvia, I'm sorry.
Me too.
See how easy that was? We're blossoming, my friends. Now we hug it out.
Wait, I have something to say first. I heard what you said about seeing your mother and missing your town. I felt like that too. It's like there's this gaping hole in your soul that nothing can fill it. There's nothing you can do about it, and there's no use letting it take up your mind. So try not to think about it, okay?
I feel like this too. A lot. What personally helped me was substitutions.
Like what? Using a heat lamp instead of the sun?
No, like watching the sunrise or going out on cloudy summer days or something entirely different, like braiding flowers into Alice's hair. Anything to take my mind off it and keep the cosmic connection alive.
Don't expect it to be the same. It won't be.
family anymore because, well, you two are my family. Or something.
Or something. Are we okay?
With me? Yes. With Alice? I don't know.
We are okay. Esther's right. We do fight a lot.
Thank you.
Oh, hush.
Now, can we hug it out?
I'm down. So, do you guys think I'm gonna start eating people now?
Why don't you finish telling us about that Jordan chick?
Wait, I need you to answer.
You'll find out soon enough.
Okay, I hate that a lot. Anyway, if I can remember correctly, apparently she physically fought her brother and he had to go to the hospital.
Oh my God!
Hey, that's not even the craziest part. When he got out, she goes up to him.
Una? No, no, no.
Why? It's been eons.
Stay away! I, Keelan, son of Connor, command you to... I mean no harm to berries. I mean no harm to berries.
Forgive me! It's been a while since our last human arrival. Are you a warrior?
Why?
That's a big sir. You got their soldier boy.
I'm really more of a pacifist.
Lovely. Well, Keelan, son of Connor, I am Thea, spirit of the white stag and guardian of the otherworld portal.
Guardian? Aren't you a little young to be a guardian?
I have been here many moons, boy. Yes, it's just a very small of you. You know, it's been quite a while since the other worlds had a war.
Otherworld? No, 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 I can't be dead.
No, of course not. If you were dead, you would look like one of those things.
Firefly?
These are not your everyday fireflies, love. They are wisps. Souls. Like the one in here.
Whoa.
Do they not teach you this sort of stuff anymore?
No, they do, but I figured it was just legends and stuff. It's just so unbelievable.
How so?
I don't know. This might all sound kind of deep, but like the fact that we humans spend our lives seeking life, but really it's been inside of us all along. You're telling me these really were alive at some point?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how come they're dead and I'm not? Ooh, probably because you fell into a portal by accident or something.
Aren't I brilliant? And you know, they are especially active today because...
It's Samhain! How could I forget? Listen, did you touch a hawthorn tree, maybe? Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely tripped over something.
Oh, don't worry. Fairies, know a trick or two when it comes to nature.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course. This is your new home. A land free of pain, a realm for heroes. Like you.
I'm sorry, but I really can't stay here long.
across the river. That's where all the fairies live.
Well, if they're all over there, what are you doing here?
I was banished. I took something I wasn't supposed to.
You did? Blackberries?
These are not your everyday blackberries, Keelan. These are wishing berries. When you eat one, your heart's deepest desire will come true.
Did yours?
Never tried any. You could stay here forever, you know, away from the raiders and the pirate people.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Could one of these fairies bring my sister here?
No. No, their power cannot pass through realms. At least anymore.
Why?
Because of me.
What happened?
Many moons ago, when I was able to pass through the portals freely, there was a mortal from your realm.
Was he a warrior too?
Yes. I wanted to be with him forever, but the High Fae disapproved. However, I got some spark of bravery in me and stole these berries from the palace gardens. But they caught me. Obviously, you know, because, I mean, when you're approaching 300, these legs don't work like they used to before.
So then what happened to the...
They turned him to stone. Then they took away my wings and cursed me with immortality, never to return to the Fae kingdom or human realm.
Well, there's got to be a way to break the curse, right?
Yes, there is actually. If I save a soul, that will set me free. You could set me free.
You know, everything you did back there, that was pretty noble.
Yeah. Well, sometimes real love is sacrificing everything for just a maybe. I never knew what was going to happen, but I never lost hope, you know.
That's just so... I mean, look. I may carry a sword and have this scar under my eye, but I don't think I've done anything worthy of praise in my life. I fight to protect my village, my sister, but in the end, it's still bloodshed. It's still damage. It's still somebody's kid getting slaughtered out there. It makes me sick.
Why do you still do it then?
Because I don't have that kind of luxury, Fia. You either kill or you get killed. And besides, there's a mother's last wish to protect my sister. She's the only thing that I have left.
It doesn't have to be that.
Fia.
You can live the life you always wanted to live. Outside, it's dangerous, uncertain, but here, you won't have to be afraid. You won't have to be ashamed anymore. You won't have to fight ever again.
I can't. I couldn't. I'm sorry. You don't understand. Fia.
No. This is the only way that I can be free, Keelan. That you can be free for eons. I have waited for a chance to redeem myself. Don't it's your heart's desire. Okay. I'm sorry. I know it's not what you want. No. Do it. Be noble. If you find my mother, tell her I'll be home soon. The will of the wisps is mysterious, you know.
Goodbye, Theo.
No. Not goodbye. Goodbye is for the last time, when you let go. For now, it's see you soon.
See you soon then.
And thank you for saving me. No. Thank you. You have saved me. Goodbye.
your time. If there was anyone else around here, I would know.
Well, the fact that there are ghosts here in the first place is certainly a start. And plus, why would I give up when I haven't even gotten started yet? It's my job.
All I'm saying is that it might be better to quit while you're ahead.
What can I say? I'm just always moving, one step forward and 2 steps back.
You know, I swear I've heard something like that before.
Really? Something my dad used to say. Hold on.
What now?
Can you take off your hood just for a moment?
What does my hood have to do?
Just do it.
Okay, fine.
Remy? Is that actually you?
Who?
Oh my god. You look so different than before.
I'm sorry, who are you exactly?
Rennie, it's me. It's Paris. Your sister. Come on, this isn't funny.
Wait.
Where are you going? I haven't seen you in God knows how long, and you do this?
Okay, you said your name was Paris?
I literally just said that.
Well, that checks out, at least with what I have here.
Never mind. I'm happy you're here.
You know, I forgot how nice it is to actually get to talk to somebody.
Well, at least you have Dad, right?
Had.
What?
He isn't here anymore.
Well, where is he then?
I don't really know the answer to that.
You don't know. Weren't you with him?
Don't blame me. I'm sorry I'm not exactly an expert on the whole being dead thing.
So you just forgot?
How do I explain this? It's just, you start forgetting things, you know? It's tiny stuff at first, little bits and pieces, and then it just starts slowly getting worse from there. Sometimes you can't remember stuff from the day before, and sometimes you forget your name. And then eventually, one day, you just, poof, gone, like you were never there. That's the last thing I can remember, even now, just him being there one moment and the next gone. That was when I started writing things down, but it hasn't helped much though.
You seriously don't remember anything?
Nope. All I got is the stuff I wrote down.
My God.
Honestly, not that bad.
Not that bad. Are you hearing yourself right now?
What? You just forget some things and then poof, like I said.
But you're still here.
I guess whatever luxury Dad earned, I haven't quite got yet.
We'll figure that out later. I missed you. Do you know that?
I mean, yeah, who wouldn't?
Oh my gosh, do not try to sass me right now.
You're one to talk, Percy.
Really? Percy.
No, wait, you're right. It's, Polly? Paisley?
We went over this not even 5 minutes ago. You already forgot.
I literally just had it. What about it?
Look, why are all this down, right?
There's no point.
You said
I said that it barely even works. One slip up and I forget I even have the damn thing. It won't work, you saw it yourself.
So you're okay with forgetting this ever happened?
I am sick and tired. Living my life like this. Whatever this is.
Just calm down. I'm sure I can work this out.
And then what? You just keep reminding me over and over? Is that really what you want?
If that's what I have to do, then yes.
You know, I can tell if you're just persistent or flat out stupid.
What is your problem?
A lot of things, but thanks for asking.
So what? You're not gonna give up. You're not even gonna try.
You don't get it. Look, I've been stuck here for 4 years. Not weeks, not months, years that I have to spend stuck in some lousy old house that can barely hold itself together. So yeah, maybe I did consider giving up.
Rennie,
Stop calling me that! Whatever bit of your oh so precious brother died the moment I couldn't remember my own name. I'm sorry. Look, I already have plenty of problems, and the last thing I need right now is to bring someone else into it. The door's right there. Just go. Please.
wait.
Why?
me go. I already told you I'm not your brother anymore. I can't be. Even if you're not, that's no excuse for me not to want to help you. Said it yourself. You literally have nothing better to do. Fine. You asked me earlier why I even care. So I think the better question is, why not? If you have just as little reason not to do something, you might as well go for it. I mean, if it doesn't work out, that's just how it is.
I don't know how many times I have to keep telling you it's a waste of time.
It was, but maybe giving up isn't such a bad idea. It's like Dad said, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. What matters is that you're putting in the effort, and maybe you're right. Maybe you're not you anymore. But even if that's true, I still want you to know this. You tried. Even if it doesn't matter, even if it fails, even if there's no one left to care, you tried. That has to count for something, right? I'd like to say you have to keep trying, but we both know that's not how this works. You already saw it through. Maybe this time you can just let things run their course. It's your choice.
I thought letting go would be easier, like Dad did, but turns out that was just as much of a hassle.
That doesn't mean you still can't. It'll just take a little bit longer for both of us.
I'm sorry
For what?
for disappointing you. I mean, this is a lot less than you bargained for, isn't it?
Yeah, but who says I still can't make the most out of it, right?
I don't get it. What did Dad have that I don't?
Take your time. Wherever he is, whether he's some floating ball in the sky, or whatever, I'm sure he's waiting for you, for both of us. And in the meantime, all we can do is try to move on, together, all right?
I'll try.
That's more than enough. But before that, there's still one more thing that we need to get in order.
I'm all ears.
We need to give you a new name. I can't keep calling you Rennie and calling you Ghost. It would be a bit rude.
Oh, right.
How about Yellow Jacket?
Why?
Because of the,
Wow, how original.
Do not judge me unless you have any better ideas.
Not really, so I'll do it.
Better than nothing, right?
It's a start.
So, what happens now?
Oh my God, what's that over there?
Oh,
Oh, that was priceless.
are you kidding me?
Oh, you should have seen the look on your face.
Why, you little...
Please just look
hour for lunch, so I can't really complain.
Who would have thought? It's probably because your school's literally a castle, and I know it's like 10 minutes away from the main building.
Yeah, but I'm getting my cardio in though. Can't you tell? You can tell, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you doing? It's 10 a.m. Shouldn't you be at church?
Ugh, nice to see you too, I guess. I just escaped, but it's so hot and sweaty in there, and my dress is sticking to my armpits, and I can't even use a fan to cool myself because my mother says it's distracting.
That definitely sounds like her. Wait, how did you get out of services?
I went to the bathroom. My mom has me eating these fiber cereals because she says I need to slim down, so she can't really ask any questions. It's fine, she'll never know. Come on, be a little spontaneous for once.
Slim down what? You look great though.
Aw, thanks. But you know how my mom is.
Speaking of your mom, how long have you been gone? I do not want to get in trouble with your mother.
Relax, I have like 10 minutes. She's fine, thanks for asking. I just wanted to hang out with my best friend. Is that a crime?
Me and the air conditioning.
The latter. Joking. Whatever, will you do something with my hair? I want to pretend to be a customer.
You hardly have 9 minutes remaining.
Will you live with some spontaneity for once? Please, 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 please,
Fine.
please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my god, shut up.
So what are you gonna do to my hair?
I don't know. I'm only a hairstylist in training. My mom's taught me to do so much.
So how's business been? Got a lot of customers?
Yeah, working's alright, I guess.
Really?
I mean, I get to stand here and play with hair all day. What more could I ask for?
Yeah, you do spontaneously dye your hair every month. And it is your mom's shop.
True. Anyways, tell me about St. Joseph's.
Oh my god. You can't tell anyone the craziest thing I've ever done is sneak out of Latin to see this guy that I'm dating.
A guy? Jacqueline, what about your parents? Didn't they ban you from dating to like 43?
It's a secret!
Who is he?
His name is Fry.
How did you meet him?
I've been dying to talk to you about this. Okay. He goes to the brother school to St. Joseph's. We had this little spring fling dance a few months ago, and that's where we met. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. They had this little willow tree, and that's where we had our first kiss. He's so sweet. He brings me letters every week and writes me little love notes and gives them to me during our lunch break.
Wow, he sounds amazing.
Oh, it's so cliche, but he literally gives me butterflies in my stomach. Oh my god. The first time we kissed, I thought I was about to throw up. But in a good way. Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it seem like I was bragging or anything. I just can't tell anyone at St. Joseph's.
No, it's fine.
Are there any cute guys that come into the shop?
Please, it's like a county fair in here, except the guys are the pigs.
Maybe I can hook you up with one of the guys at Brian's school.
I don't know.
Oh, and come on, will you be a little spontaneous for once? Then we can go on cute little double dates and go bowling together. Doesn't that sound so fun?
Yeah,
Well, Bells, what's wrong? Didn't you want to find a boyfriend?
nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Look at the time. Shouldn't you be back?
What do you mean, silly? The church is 2 minutes away.
Yeah, but you want to be on time, right?
But the air conditioning is so nice.
They have bands at the church, no?
Do you want me to leave?
No. I just don't want you to be late, you know? Because you won't want to miss a moment of your scripture or whatever.
You're allowed to talk. You haven't been to church in weeks. What's wrong?
Nothing at all.
Is it all the Satan talk? Oh, Jacqueline, stop talking.
Oh, what?
I swear I will shut up about this. Just give me the word.
No, it's just, I don't know. I don't think dating is for me.
Of course it is. You just have to find the right guy to tickle your feathers.
Oh my god. I do not want any guy near my feathers. Like I said, county fair.
How about this? I let you come on my next little date with Brian, and he can bring one of his friends. Oh, all the guys at the boys' school are so nice. Where should we go? Oh, why don't we go on a picnic, or to the park, or bowling, or to the movies? Oh, it's just perfect. And
Wow,
then
you're so generous.
what's that?
Nothing.
What's the matter?
No, it's just, I don't want to be your charity case. Okay, I don't need you setting up dates for me like you're my mom. I don't know, it just feels weird. Plus, he'd be younger than me.
Oh, here I go again. I'm sorry. I swear I will shut up about this. I just want you to be happy.
I know, but like I said, I don't think dating is for me.
You already said there's no one at the salon, but that's okay. I said I'll bring you on my next date.
Oh, how generous of you.
I'm trying to do you a favor. Look, Bells, I love you and I only want what'll make you happy.
Whatever, I'm not in the mood to talk about this. You should probably go. You have like 4 minutes.
Okay, don't need to get hostile.
I don't think you're understanding.
What am I not understanding? Because throughout our whole friendship, you always talked about how excited you were to fall in love. So what, you just changed your mind?
I don't know.
You used to always talk about how excited you were to go on cute little dates with your boyfriend. Don't you remember? We planned our first date outfits together when we were 7.
I know, but like I said, it's just different now.
What about Ethan?
Ethan? That was when I was in high school. I didn't even like him that much.
But he was so sweet and nice, and he'd take you out on such nice dates. And you didn't even like him?
Like I said, that was high school. It's just different now.
I really don't understand. There hasn't been anyone interesting who comes into the shop.
I don't know, I guess.
Do tell.
So, we met at the salon, and we've been on a few dates.
Yeah?
And I don't know, I just really like them, I guess. But like I said, I don't think this is a good time for me to be dating anyone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bells. What happened?
Nothing. It's just, they don't want to be in a real relationship. Like, they don't treat me the same when we're in public. And no matter how much I think I'm keeping under wraps, according to them, I can't keep it in my pants.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's not. It's just, I've dedicated so much time by their side, calling them, texting them, sneaking out for them, skipping work for them, anything under the sun for them. And they kept for the life of them, even acknowledge me when we're around other people.
Wow.
I feel like I'm either hallucinating or I've died and become a ghost because they literally won't look at me when there's people. Like, the other day, I was in the beauty supply store buying barbicide, and they saw me, and all they did was stare at me like this.
No, Arabella, that's the worst. Wait, why was he in a beauty supply store?
I don't think you know them.
Is he in church?
No?
High school?
No?
Who is it? Tell me.
I'm telling you, you don't know them.
I'll find out.
Yeah, right.
Look, Arabella, either talk to me or do some box breathing or something. You look like you just run a marathon.
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry if it's about all this dating talk. I just thought you were open to talking about it. Like I said, I'll just bring you on my next little date and it'll be fine. And look, after church, we can go get our nails done and we can even go to Acadiana. Ooh, I need a new skirt, so that's perfect. And we can even scope out potential guys for you if Brian's friend falls through. Do not worry, we're gonna get you over this guy. I mean, guys are overrated.
It's not a guy.
What?
The person that I like is not a guy.
You mean the person that you like isn't a guy? So you mean a man? I see you. I didn't know you were into older men. So is he in college? Is it the professor?
I'm in love with a girl. Like a bird.
Is like a joke?
No?
I'm not laughing, Arabella.
No, I'm not either.
Well, what have you done about it?
What do you mean?
You know, we had that crazy cousin. He had all sorts of self-help, homosexual, whatever, I don't know what you call it, books. And they're still sitting up in the attic about that sort of thing.
Homosexuality.
And there are programs, really great programs we can get you the help you need, Arabella.
I don't need your help.
Arabella, it's clear to me that you're in denial, and you know I love you to the moon and back, so you just need to accept this help from me, okay?
You're not listening. I don't need whatever this is. I don't need a book or a program or anything like that. I know what you believe, and I'm not asking for your full support. But I'm gay. I don't need to be treated or anything like that.
Look, I know it's not you talking, and I know you're not in control right now. It's just your feelings. We're gonna get you the help that you need. I've seen what being gay has done to my peers at St. Joseph's. They're practically terrorized because of it. I would never want that for you. But no, we have time to fix this. What? Brian has his friend called Caleb. I think you'd really hit it off.
No,
I'll get you all fixed up and I'll even practice what your hair will look like on your first date. First date. Oh, and where should you go? Oh, the park or
to the movies or a museum. Okay, this is okay. We can work with this.
Jacqueline, what are you doing?
I'm trying to save you. You could try being a little nicer to me, you know?
Save me? By what? Tangling my hair? What do you want from me? To lie to you and tell you would love to go on a spontaneous date with your spontaneous little boyfriend and his spontaneous little friend?
I was just trying to be nice and put you on the right path.
The right path? Oh my God, Jacqueline, I knew you were religious, but you always hated Sunday school. I thought you'd be more understanding of this.
Of this? You mean the sin you've been committing every day under the nose of God? No. Frankly, I don't understand.
Why does this change who I am? I still wear the same clothes and dye my hair every month. I'm still me.
Arabella, I don't think you understand. This may not be a big deal to you, but it is to me.
It may not be a big deal to me. Jacqueline, we live in Louisiana. Of course it's a big deal. Everyone comes to the salon to get ready for the prom with their stupid proposals and their stupid frilly dresses and their stupid little boyfriends. And I'm just this goddamn loser who has to stand here for hours on end doing their hair. So I have nobody to talk to about this. So I'm sorry if I thought my best friend of 10 years was the right person to confide in.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. But don't you think it would just be easier if you went with a guy? Sorry, a man?
Jacqueline, I'm serious. You have to understand that this is not my choice. I was just born like this. Will you listen for a second, please?
Fine.
When Brian gives you butterflies, what does that feel like?
I don't know. Great. I'm in love, Arabella, and I want you to feel the same thing. But you can't if you keep choosing this life.
It's not a choice. I'm in love, and it just so happens that the person I'm in love with is a woman. You've been there for me since day one. I thought maybe you'd be more understanding, or maybe you even knew. I mean, what is going
So
through
you
your
were born
head?
a sinner. Look, I'm sorry you haven't been able to experience that kind of guidance from God.
I have. God was the only person who's been there for me when nobody else has. God has guided me to a place of peace and acceptance that you can't reach because you're not willing. God is good in ways that you'll never understand. Because you won't even listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
You still believe in God?
Of course I do. Just because I like women doesn't mean I'm going to throw away my whole faith. But Jacqueline, you're not even hearing yourself. You're speaking on behalf of your camp counselors and your parents and your grandparents.
What?
This is what everybody else is telling you to believe. I know you have a heart of gold and you would never want to hurt me. Where is that Jacqueline? All I'm saying is, how can you ask me to understand what you believe in when you won't even do the same for me? Jacqueline, please, why does this change who I am to you? Look at me. I'm still the same girl that threw you a My Little Pony surprise party for your 7th birthday. I'm the same girl you bought your first lip gloss with and the same girl you bought matching Swatch watches with. I'm the same girl that took you to get your ears pierced with. I'm still me.
I want to be here for you. Believe me, but I'm not allowed to accept this. My parents have a whole separate closet for their church clothes. My mom hosts Bible study every week.
But you're still you. You said it yourself. You're more than just a church girl. You know? Jacqueline, please. Just because your family is conservative does not mean that you have to hate me.
Is this why you've been skipping church?
Yes! I just cannot stand to be in a room full of people who can't find the heart to love and accept me for who I am.
I never thought about it that way. But who am I going to talk about Brian with? And who am I going to go prom dress shopping with? And who am I going to go to the beach with? I feel like I'm losing you.
You're not. I still want to do those things. I still want to spend time with you. I promise I'll pick out your prom dress and your nail color and everything in between. I'll even do your hair.
Why are you being nice to me?
Because you're my best friend. And even if you didn't accept me, you still tried to help me.
I'm sorry. I'm
so sorry about all of this. I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around it. It's okay, I still love you.
Have you told your parents?
Oh, one step at a time. Look, I would love to tell you more, but you have approximately 1.5 minutes. You have to be after church.
Do you think I could stay?
What about church?
Maybe I should take my own advice and be a little spontaneous.
There you are.
Oh, you can practice my prom hair. Please, 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 please.
Fine. If you shut up and listen.
Thank you.
Of course. There, look, I can see the ship. Can you see?
Yes, very well.
Lanto!
You're on land, Orca.
I feel as though I'm flying.
Many would say it's closer to a seagull than a girl.
Many, meaning one, Jamie Wyatt.
Many would say you're correct in your thinking.
10 minutes and I'll be on that ship, and Venetian Island will be in the past. Oh, come on. Don't act so aloof. You know I don't have a choice, and I've asked you to accompany me.
Yes, and I politely declined many times.
Isn't the Admiral your fancy sponsorship? Yes, I am aware.
Why do you call him that, the Admiral?
Because that's what everybody else calls my father, and that's what he is.
Right, the man who raised you and the man who will be your downfall.
That old codger couldn't tell a shipping route from a love letter if he was presented with the papers.
I will not hear another word against your father. He is my sponsor, and I'm grateful that he provides me the support that I need to make my art. Even if I do suspect someone convinced him to support her friend, I am grateful either way.
You forget, it was his brilliant idea to send me to finishing school.
Mrs. Martin's School for Young Ladies couldn't possibly handle you.
And yet when I told him, he did not understand. No. I will spend our last few moments together begging my very best friend to be my comrade as I head out to venture the seven seas.
Right, none of that. I still have to finish your portrait. I cannot believe that I have not been able to get it right after all these years, and I want Mohegan Island in the background, so will you just sit still?
Does it look like one of those terribly plush military paintings? Oh, please don't make me look stuffy.
Non-Duke or Duco.
Do not mock me when I cannot understand what you are saying.
Perhaps. If you bothered to pay attention in any of your Latin lessons, you would be able to follow my jests.
Carpe diem.
You cannot seize the day. It is 4 in the morning.
I like the Greeks better than the Romans anyways. I am sure you'll find this cliche.
I'm sure it will.
I wrote you a song.
Play on Orpheus. It's beautiful.
Sounds like you.
Will you tell me a story while we wait for the ship to dock?
I suppose. The Admiral used to take me down to the tide pools no matter the season. I'd dip my little hands in the salt water, and we'd hunt for hermit crabs and dig our toes in the sand. And he'd tell me stories, mostly about his adventures at sea. That was my favorite. Most of them were nonsensical, but the whimsy of his words kept me hanging on to each one. And when he left, which he always did, I'd play captain and wait for him to return, tricking myself into thinking I could see a ship on the horizon.
And now? My father's a good man. He's the reason I'm following this mad dream of seeing the world, but he was a coward for giving up what he loved most and accepting his role as admiral. He wasn't meant to sit behind a desk, and at times I've caught myself almost telling him I'm leaving, reckoning he would understand. What a shame he had a daughter. How unfortunate.
Not at all. He reminds me of someone I know.
I wonder who that could be.
None other than Orca Bates, whose mind is perpetually at sea.
Jamie, I know I'm not the most serious of people, but I am serious about this. Would you like to know what will happen to me if I stay in Maine? I will leave on a boat for finishing school today, and then in a year I'll be married off to some promising young man poised to become the next admiral. I have no choice, but you do. You can come with me.
But I have worked to refine myself so that when I stand next to a lady of higher status, she would never know that I hardly have a cent to my name. My life, my art, everything I love is here in Maine. And besides, I never get tired of the way that the sun glints off the waves or the chipping paint on the boathouses. There will always be something to paint here.
But we swore we'd get out of here. Don't you remember when we made the blood oath at Claire Archie's 12th birthday party? It's always just been me and you. And imagine putting the paint out there. There'd be so much more to sketch than these dumpy seaside towns.
I remember that oath. I howled for hours after you got my poem. That was back when you lived across the street and you dashed across the road to get me a cloth to compress it.
I felt horrible.
So, if I went with you,
Just throw your paints in a bag. We'll leave with the clothes on our back and there'll be no trace of us by sunrise. I brought enough money, but not so much that my father would notice. Please, Jamie, I can't do this without you.
all right, Orpheus.
Really? Jamie, thank you. I love you so much. Thank you.
I haven't even finished your drawing yet. God, I have to get you framed on our dock. You're ruining my angles.
How are these angles?
Stop it, it's still not right.
Let me see. It's beautiful, but I'm no critic. Jamie,
I'm sorry.
if anyone found out,
I know, I'm sorry.
I don't understand.
I thought you were leaving because I thought you loved me. Tell me you do not love me.
I'm not leaving you behind.
Tell me you do not love me. Tell it to my face.
Jamie, don't do this.
I can and I will. You will tell me now.
A double-edged sword. I tell you I do not love you and you do not go with me. Or I tell you I love you and
And what?
I deceive you. Jamie, I will return home. Jamie, it's all right. Can't we just go back to how we were, how we've always been?
No!
I don't understand.
You and your sideways comments so many times you called me lovey, or your smile, dancing together at the couple's day dance, or when my cat died in November and you didn't leave my side all night. Am I completely deluded?
Jamie, I never meant. I'm sorry.
So what? Am I supposed to go with someone who just wants a traveling companion? My life, my art is here in Maine. Am I supposed to follow you around like a dog? How could I have been so utterly blinded by love?
Jamie, how could I have possibly known? How could
cannot go back to how we were as children, because I do not know a time where I did not love you. I cannot fathom a time where I do all that time and some more. Jamie, you would be so easy to love, and I do. Just not how you deserve to be loved. I'm sorry. You have nothing to apologize for. I am a fool.
You are no fool. I cannot expect you to go with me now, but I'm still asking you to go with me, please.
No, I cannot. For your sake and for mine, it's time for us to figure out who we are without each other.
When Morpheus, remember, I'll follow you through hell. I put Satan right in the sniffer for you, Jamie Wyatt.
You are the fool, Orca Bates.
But now,
Now you leave with the morning tide.
about you,
My life is in Maine, on Minhegan Island. Your life is out there. You need to figure out who we are once you step out of your father's shadow and into the sun. This has always been your dream, and this is your chance. Grab onto it and never let go. Without everyone else, without the Admiral, without me.
I will come back for you, Jamie.
You forget yourself. In the end, you were to see always stays in hell.
Perhaps with time,
Time, winters and springs spent alone? No. I will find God in something other than your face.
I will continually never understand half the things you speak about.
Everything seems more beautiful, waxes more poetic when we are star-crossed.
Jamie, I am tongue-tied. I never had a way with words, but it has been the privilege of my life to be your friend.
birthday cards, missing socks, books you never read, running to catch you, living to glimpse your heels. But someday I must stop running, and the bird of my heart will stop beating its wings against my chest. How much time I wasted, I imagine I will say, thinking myself silly. But I will remember that time spent loving is never wasted, and that prayer is the only way to fix a broken heart. Not to a God distant and far away, but to stones being skipped off rippling waters, and to grass being pushed up through pavement, to baths and orange peels, and to the promise, the hope, the prayer of tomorrow. Carpe diem.
There's filet mignon, truffle fries, those Milky Way candies you love.
All of which are supposed to be saved for the people frozen in the cryo chamber hibernation pods on this ship. What happens if we can't find a new home planet, huh? These people wake up and we tell them there's no food left because we pigged out on my birthday party?
Look, if you're worried about your tummy, I made sure there's nothing spicy. I know you had some potty troubles last night. Well, what I'm saying is we wouldn't need to worry about running out of resources if we just went back to Earth.
For the last time, we are not going back to Earth. End of story.
Hold on. Yesterday you said you'd at least consider it.
Well, I guess I wasn't thinking. When we left Earth, temperatures were upwards of 120 degrees, and our alma mater was literally underwater. What makes you think it's gotten any better?
Maybe Mother Earth just needed some time to herself.
We need to actually focus for once and figure out where we're going to land this ship.
We wouldn't need to if we just turned around and tried one of my ideas for once.
Hold on, is that like a space bird?
Where? I don't see it.
Whoops, must have flown into a sun and died. Anyways, we should get to our meeting.
Right, I did want to circle back to that issue of your bowel movements.
Whatever you do, do not touch it. If this guy just fell in the cryo chamber, he's doused in sodium chloride. Scary.
my god! Did our crotch chambers break? Why are you like an old fart? What?
You guys know each other?
Yeah. Pablo and I are buddies. Companions. I'm the silly rabbit. What I should be asking is, who are you?
The name's Bleakspire. Ignatius Bleakspire.
Yeah, okay. Well, personally, I'm just a little concerned because it does not look like we landed on another planet. And I don't know what was in that crowd chamber water, but you aged like 50 years, dude.
We weren't in the crowd chambers.
I meant me and Pablo.
No, just you.
Say, Ignatius, why don't you go get Benny here a towel and something to drink?
Looks like he's already dried off.
Oh, thank you so much for volunteering to go get that stuff. It's so awesome of you. Dude, thank God you're here. We need your help so bad. Hobby boy, what is going on? All right, so you know how I decided to double major in aerospace engineering and planetary science? Yeah, big mistake, big mistake. Wait a second. Is this a double-decker, triple-dog, quadruple, Ohio Giganto emergency? Yes. All right, you gotta spill. All right, so I thought I could, save mankind. When I was chosen to man this ship, I was so honored. But it turns out, I don't have it in me. I don't know what I'm doing. Lord knows Ignatius doesn't either. Hold on. Chosen to man this ship? Did you really not get into the crowd chambers with me, Pablo?
No, I didn't.
Bruh. Look, I know I should have told you, but that's in the past now, okay? What's important now is we have to find a new whole planet, or else we... What, so you realize there's been no progress in the last 50 years? So you decide to thaw me out and expect me to solve all your problems? And not even apologize for abandoning me? Okay, I did not abandon you. Right, no. You definitely didn't abandon me. What kind of verbiage would you use if you and your best friend decided to get frozen in crowd chambers together because the world was ending, and said best friend bailed on you last minute? What would you call that? Personal. You could have at least told me and said goodbye. What about our plan? Did you forget about that too? Look, I would love to keep reminiscing with you, but right now we're floating on a ship hurtling through space, and my co-captain doesn't know diddly squat about science, so we kind of have bigger problems at hand. Well, howdy there, Irrigation Iggy. Nice to finally meet the guy who totally corrupted my best friend.
Oh my goodness. You're Benny. Isn't Benny from high school, aren't you?
Yeah?
Pablo, did you thaw this guy on purpose?
Okay, yes, this is a good thing. Benny can help us. He's super smart. Right, Benny? Yeah, I'm pretty goated. But I'm not helping you.
For once, I agree. Pablo, we were handpicked and trained for this.
Which is kind of confusing to me because, according to Pablo, you don't know diddly squat about science. It was sort of an exaggeration.
You think I'm stupid? I'm not the one whose stupid plan almost prevented him from accepting the greatest opportunity of his life.
Really not productive.
What was it again? You two were going to wake up in the same year, far, far in the future, and hope that the new planet you'd landed on was far enough away from Earth that you could have a full view of the Milky Way. And you were going to look up at it while eating a Milky Way.
Yup. And what about it? It was a childish dream. No! It's super meta and awesome! And you ditched it all to hang out with Irrigation Iggy. You are both being so immature right now. We're not in high school anymore or even college. I'm 70 freaking years old. If we don't find a place to land this ship, humanity is over.
Which is exactly why we need to go back to Earth.
No, we're going to find a new planet with Benny's help.
Pablo, we're the best people for the job.
You don't really still believe that, do you? You were chosen because your dad owned billions in liquid assets. And if I wasn't here, we'd still be stuck in the meteor belt.
Look, I know I'm not as technically skilled as you, but I don't understand why you can't just listen to me for once.
Because right now, I'm telling you, I know what is best.
Okay, screw you. You're not going to listen to me. Fine. I will listen to you. And we're headed back towards Earth.
No. Wait, we're stuck. Are you serious, Ignatius?
Okay, obviously this isn't great, but going back to Earth is gonna be for the best.
No, it is not. Why couldn't you just listen to me?
I tried that for 50 years and look where it's gotten us. I'm trying to help you because, that's what I'm here to do. But you'd rather get help from someone who's been in a half-century coma. Look, maybe going back to where we started isn't ideal, but Earth is our home.
Earth doesn't exist anymore.
What? Yes, it does. Just because the temperatures are rising doesn't mean...
It exploded. I watched it explode.
I think I would have heard Earth exploding.
You remember last night when you heard a big boom? And I said, Ignatius, come bring some Pepto-Bismol to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I didn't really need that Pepto-Bismol.
You can't be serious. So, Earth just exploded like that? How is that possible?
Well, Ignatius was asleep, and I'd seen this new planet that looked promising, and I started poking around.
Pablo, you know we're not supposed to work on our own.
I know, I messed up. My hand slipped, and I accidentally sent a missile straight towards Earth.
So let me get this straight. You didn't even defecate?
No, I definitely did. But that was after.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I should have never invited you to be my co-captain. I should have known you'd take over everything and still let us fail. Oh my goodness, this can't be real. It's just gone. Just gone. What about Lake Michigan? What about the Indian Ocean? Oh, there's milk. It's all just...
Nice going, Pablo.
Good on me. I don't really know how I'm supposed to apologize for blowing up Earth.
Then maybe just don't. I can't believe you didn't tell me you weren't getting cryo-frozen. You realize that if you hadn't thawed me out, you'd all be long dead by the time I woke up?
I know. I should have told you, but I freaked out. I couldn't have that be your last memory of me. But I totally messed up. If you want to go back in the cryo chamber, I understand.
No. For better or worse. You're an old fart now, and I don't want to waste whatever time we have left. Even if that means I have to change your adult diapers.
Thanks, man. Ignatius. Ignatius. Look, man, I gotta tell you, I wouldn't have survived these last 50 years without you. And I wish I had really spent them with you instead of mostly ignoring you.
Sorry for being so dumb.
No, buddy, no, you're not dumb. I'm dumb. You know what? Here, have a treat. If we're uncontrollably zooming back towards the debris of our home planet, we should at least get to do this. Cheers.
Look at the pretty planet.
That's called a gas giant.
I know what a gas giant is. You probably farted it out of your ass.
Hold on. Say that again?
You probably farted it out of your ass.
That's it.
I did?
No, not literally. Come look.
That planet wasn't there until 12 hours ago.
And what happened 12 hours ago?
I flushed the toilet 47 times to make Ignatius think I'd blown up the toilet instead of the Earth.
So, if we flush the toilet 139 times in
90 seconds. We can create a gas giant right in our path so we can bump into it and have it push us back in the other direction. It's 100% logical.
But 1.54 flushes per second is a 3-man job.
I'm in. I am too, but only if you promise to never work alone again. If you blow up Neptune, I'm throwing you off board.
I think I can agree to that. And if Benny's sticking around to help?
Then I'm okay with that too.
So, I guess what this means is, I did nothing wrong.
No! Try again.
Well, it's a second chance.
Before we go create a new planet, can we finish our Milky Ways? Mine's melting in my pocket.
Good idea.
Let's raise a toast to our new baby gas giant. What should we name her?
Kaka. Guys, it's the name of an ancient Roman fire goddess. And also, it would be kind of funny.
Kaka it is.
To Kaka.
To Kaka!
That song. I like that song.
Start in like 2 minutes. So if you need magic water, go ahead.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Facing.
Jamie Wyeth, he's not a really well-known painter, but he he spent these summers in Maine and sort of had this relationship with this guy who lived on the island who became his muse, and I was really inspired by that, and I kind of made it my own, and I thought it would be interesting to tell a story of unrequited love.
I was inspired a lot by sibling dynamics. I have a sister. She is my sister. And shocker, I know. And I think it's very interesting to read literature and examine media that has sibling dynamics, because a lot of the time I feel like they don't portray it quite right. So I wanted to kind of show how all the different, people who were kind of under the same, they're all in the same boat, but they all came from different reasons, and they all are products of their environment in different ways, but they all still love each other very much. Anyone else who wanted?
For costumes, personally, I was inspired not only by the time period and everything, but also by how the actors portray and acted out their scenes. Of course, wanted to keep what the directors wanted and try to stay with the time period, but it was really inspiring seeing how the actors act out their scenes and portray their own characters.
For hair and makeup, the inspiration comes from a lot of different places, like the time period, what the character is supposed to look like represent, what their beliefs are, and what are they actually like the zombies, they are green and stuff. So yeah, inspiration comes from a lot of different places.
And then if anyone wants to talk about their favorite part of the process.
I think my favorite part of the process is definitely the actual writing meetings. So for anyone who doesn't know, the writers, we individually write a draft over 2 weeks, and then we meet every week, and half of the group, we read through their plays as a group and then give feedback. And I love those meetings so much because we all get to sort of form these really close bonds with each other and have so much fun. We maybe laugh a little too. We maybe spend a little too much time laughing this year. But it also kind of allows for this really unique thing to happen where all the plays sort of adopt really similar little details, and we call it Playwrights multiverse. So it's great.
I was going to say that this is my first time directing, and I think my favorite part of the process was learning how to direct, because I don't know, if you remember this meeting, I was I have no idea what I'm doing. And so, but then I got advice from my actors and the other directors, and Miss Paul, I don't know if she's here right now, but she's my advisor, and she's super helpful. And I think I got better at it, and it was super fun.
It was really fun coming up with the makeup designs. I don't know. David's is one of my favorites, Yellow Jackets, because I get to have a lot of fun with that, and it makes him, I get to use a lot of grays and even some blues to make him look dead. And I add no blush to him, and it's really contrasted between everyone else's characters, because they have to look so bright, so alive, and I'm no, you can't make me.
I feel like my favorite part of this process was the production nights, so the show that you guys all enjoyed tonight, because it's everyone's hard work all coming together and seeing how the audience reacts to it and them enjoying it. I feel like that was my favorite part.
Do we have any questions from the audience?
We don't bite.
It's such a collaborative process, as you guys were talking about. So what's one moment where while you were collaborating, someone gave you a really good idea that you ended up keeping, whether it was for a design or what you were writing?
Well, I originally set my play in the 80s, and this was, and then we had the prompt to either change the location or the time period of your play, and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And I don't remember, it might have been you who told me to set it in the 1800s. I don't remember that. It was someone. But I was like, oh, that's so interesting. That creates a whole different kind of dynamic between the characters. Yeah, that's a good advice.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So when I was directing the play Donegan, which was written by Sage, there's this moment where all the characters are supposed to hug, and I don't know if you guys have ever tried to like choreograph like a three-way hug. It was really weird. Like, oh god, like this is not gonna work. And so we're thinking like, what would be a cool thing to do? And I think Yael came up with this. She was like, what if we did a handshake? And I was like, sold immediately. So, yeah.
I think in the writing process, we had a couple prompts. The first prompt, like you said, like to change the setting. I originally changed it to like, I don't even remember, it was like a city superhero thing. And then I didn't like that, so I tried to change it to something else. And then I don't remember who told me, but someone was like, you know, you can just go back to having them be zombies, right? And I was like, hey, I kind of like that. Because it was like, I don't know, their dynamics just worked better like that. And that's what happened. And that was pretty great. Thank you. Shout out whoever that was.
Advice I got from 3 different people was to be more assertive. And so, again, it's my first time directing, so I was like, oh, I was apologizing a lot. I'm like, oh, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. And then by the end, I'm like, you know, I'm the director, so, you know. It was actually Sage who gave me the final push. She was like, you know, I was asking for advice on our last rehearsal. I was like, what are some things that I could have done better? And she's like, be more assertive. You know, like, if you're the director and if you tell us to do something, we're doing it. And that was kind of, I mean, you know, it was the last rehearsal, so that was like, so if I ever direct again, I'll know.
We could probably take 1 or 2 more questions if anyone has any.
Yeah, what was like the funniest moment for the last month, or like the biggest snafu that you had to like handle?
I mean, I guess for my play, I don't know, I can't think of a funniest moment, but Alex just rolling in every time has been a wild ride. He doesn't usually hit the control board, but actually the past 2 nights he has, so, but it's amazing, and it's, right, yeah, but it's just very fun to see how that goes every day.
My favorite thing is whenever Adam Brown comes into Wham and gives us a joke like, why are we doing makeup again?
You should be able to
I think this is kind of longer than a month, so please don't kill me. In the writing process, none of us ever found out what the ending of Maya's play was. Until I found out what the ending of Maya's play was when I was reading the play so I could audition for the show. And I think just hearing all of, like, Ignatius got thrown out of the ship, it was like, he got killed multiple times, it was really beautiful, it was really gorgeous, and it was my favorite part of the whole process, I have to go.
Something that, honestly, until opening night yesterday, I mean, I know there were some funny parts in Time With You, but there was a lot more laughs than there had been, like, at the dress rehearsals, and I think, like, the actors kind of just, like, I mean, I don't think they really were in shells before, but they kind of burst out of their shells, and, yeah.
Yeah. In a lot of the plays, I feel like I saw current events or events in our printing were reflected in the plot and in the character development. How much would you say is our current
how much of those decisions are conscious.
I don't know. I feel like the play that I wrote was one of the less political ones, but I think in general, like all of us playwriters, like we are all sort of, aware of what's happening around us. We're all in high school. We see the news, and I do think, like as creative people, you kind of emulate what you see, even if it's not necessarily intentional. And I think that's what happened with a lot of people's plays this year. Like Tyler's play, I can't like speak for him, he's right there. But I think when he wrote it, he just wanted to try out this fantasy concept, but it turned into this like wonderful, like really deep and intellectual thing, and I think that's, amazing.
Yeah, for my play, it's kind of small, but there's that element of like climate change, which I thought was a nice thing that I could bring into something that was mostly comedy, something that felt very real. And I guess it's not explicitly in the script anymore, but originally it takes place, or the idea is that they would have left Earth in 2025 and it was 2075. So it's not explicitly there anymore, but it's just, that's how I originally wrote it, so crazy. Okay, I think that is all we have time for. Thank you all so much for coming.